you chat?
Always. Hi.
Hi, Joby.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, actually.
Feeling chipper?
A little chipper, I would say.
Why?
I don't know. I just woke up in a good mood.
Oh my gosh, you never do feel chipper.
I usually don't feel chipper just because, I don't know.
You're not a chipper girl.
I get bogged down by the state of the world, but feeling pretty good today.
Let's do a shout out to my husband. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Your day of birth. Maybe that's why I'm chipper.
You're just feeling happy it's his birthday?
Universally.
HB
MJF.
MF.
Oh, I was going to say MJF, but okay.
MJF. I was like, what are his initials?
What is that man's name?
Well, his initials are MF, like motherfucker, which is
Pretty good. Surprising no one thought of that.
Mhm.
Maybe motherfucker wasn't like a thing said back then as much.
in the early 90s.
I don't know. Wasn't saying motherfucker then, so. I think cursing is so much more prevalent now in like mainstream and like I say motherfucker like casually. Like this motherfucker. But
Do you
like,
feel like cursing is like when you first met Tyler's family, were you like, I shouldn't swear in front of them?
absolutely not. I did not swear at all. Not my mother-in-law, but his dad's family is religious and like conservative. I
Oh.
still to this day don't really swear.
But like you didn't know his mom was like that before you met
No,
her.
I did. Like his mom, he was like, my mom's super chill. Like he was the one who gave me the
Well,
heads
I mean,
up.
at what point in the first meeting are you going to be like, what the fuck is up?
Oh no, totally. But I wasn't like as conscientious
Yeah.
of what I was saying around her. My father-in-law is pretty chill too. Like he doesn't really care. It's more like my father-in-law's siblings and children.
I feel like it's like some people are so judgy about swearing.
And offended if you swear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like even if you just say like, oh, well, that's shitty.
It is interesting the way with which I can code switch. Like I swear like a motherfucker 24/7.
Yeah, we always swear.
But in like a professional setting, unless the client is very chill and like has sworn to me, I never swear. Like it's never an issue.
You can't, unfortunately, you can't swear at work. Either of our works.
No. But like I don't, people are always like, aren't you afraid you're going to, I'm like, no, because I have a brain.
Yeah, what? No.
I'm not worried about it.
I mean, I'm definitely more cognizant with Jack around. Like the other day I stubbed my toe coming out of the kitchen. I was like, oh, fuck me. And he was like sitting in the living room and then he didn't hear me because he was doing something else. But I was like, ha 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 ha.
It's interesting because obviously he's a toddler. Like he shouldn't be saying swear words.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be one of those parents who's like, you can't swear in the house.
When he's 2?
No. I'm saying it's different because he's a toddler.
Oh.
I'm saying when they're older. Like, you know,
I was like, I
parents,
personally don't want him swearing.
no, that would be a weird look.
Yeah.
But like when my kids are 15, like if they're like, son of a bitch, like you cannot swear at me, but I don't care if you swear.
I mean, I did have friends in like high school who were like, it was totally fine to swear around their parents. Like I could swear around my parents, not at my parents.
Yeah, of course. My mom was like that too.
Yeah, but like there were certain friends who were like, you would not swear in front of their parents.
Oh, yeah. I still have friends who I wouldn't swear in front of their parents.
Who?
Dawn's not much with the swearing.
Oh, she doesn't like swearing.
I don't think she does or doesn't like it, but she just like isn't. She doesn't really swear, so it doesn't invite you swearing.
Oh, okay. PSA: don't swear in front of John.
Yeah, PSA. Morgan, would you agree?
Yeah, I just feel like when you're first meeting someone's like family, it's like a generational
Yeah.
thing. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily siblings.
Not my family. All generations of my family swore up a storm.
Big swears.
Big swears.
Yeah, you walk into your house, your grandma's like, what the fuck, Jonna?
No, literally. But I have read a lot of articles now. I don't know if they're true or not. They say people who swear are smarter.
Oh,
And I don't know who they is, and I don't know if these articles are right, but
something to consider.
I trust those motherfuckers.
Oh, I wanted to do something funny with you to kick off our pod. I just remembered.
Okay. Better be funny.
Okay, so these are a series of questions that you're supposed to ask your best friend.
Got
Okay?
it.
So we ask and answer. Okay?
We each answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll only do a few.
You
There's
know
a
I
bunch.
struggle with these sort of instructions.
If you lost me in a supermarket, where's the first place you'd look?
That's a good one. We We grocery shop together all the time. I've never lost you, so it's hard to say.
But like I wander away.
You do get lost for a long time in like the fruits and veggies section. You're always like observing, making sure it's the right apple. Maybe I just assume you got stuck back there, finding an apple to snack on while you drive.
That's a good assumption. I probably am in the fruits and veggies section.
Like I just pick everything and go, and you're like squeezing watermelons. I'm like, let's go.
Okay, no one squeezes watermelons.
Okay, whatever it is.
That's not what I do. I will squeeze like peaches because I don't want one that's gross.
Okay.
You come home with like fucking old ass peaches.
I've never experienced that.
Okay.
Where would you look for me?
By the door.
Yeah, I want to leave.
You're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's leave.
You're not lingering anywhere in the grocery store.
No. Go.
Yeah. If we switched lives for a day, what do you think I'd struggle with most?
The chaos of my life.
I don't think if we switched lives, though, that I would be like tripping over everything and spilling all over.
Okay, but you wouldn't struggle with that.
Because it'd still be me.
But you would struggle with like the phone and me picking up the phone while I'm trying to do this. And, like I do 17 things at once.
But I'm you, so I wouldn't answer the phone.
But you would struggle with it, right? Well, I mean, if you weren't going to succumb to any of my behaviors, you wouldn't struggle with anything. You'd just be you in a me suit.
But I'd still have to like do your job.
Yeah, I don't think you'd struggle for a day. I don't think you'd want to run a wedding. But I think like taking a couple meetings, you could stumble through. Like,
I don't think I'd want to.
You'd be like, I think Jonna had some sort of aneurysm.
I think I'd struggle most with waking up so early.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's possible.
You wake up at like 5 a.m.
No, sometimes, but 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, 6:35. You're like, it feels like 5. What would I struggle with? I mean, honestly, I love your schedule, so I don't think I would struggle with that. You get up when you like start your day. You have like, you're very regimented. Like that all sounds lovely. Maybe I'd struggle with
You could have a routine if you tried.
I do try on the days that my day like is not dictated by other people, but I digress. I think I'd struggle with dropping Jack off at daycare.
Why?
Just because I always like, because I'm me in a you suit, I'd be like, I just want to keep him home today.
In a couple weeks, he's gonna start taking the bus. No more drop-offs.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Let me know what day. I'll see him off.
Mike was like, do you think he'll struggle taking the bus? I was like, I mean, maybe at first, but
so
as with anything,
will it like come to your corner?
It's gonna come to our corner.
Oh wow. I wonder, is the corner where I can see it?
No.
Oh,
it's the other corner.
Oh, which corner?
By us.
Oh, because my corner, I see the kids in the morning when I'm like,
yeah,
in the
that's
kitchen.
too far for little.
Yeah. Shoot. I was like, I could stare out my window. Oh, okay.
He was like, well, what if he doesn't like it? I was like, he'll have to like it.
Sometimes we don't like things.
Or he'll have to just take a quick nap.
Taking a page out of your book, I would struggle with how fucking late you stay up. I don't want to see 1 a.m.
Ugh.
That's my REM sleep.
I was up till 1:30 last night watching a show.
It's insane. I went to bed and Tyler was playing video games. I went to bed at like 10, which was actually late for me.
Yeah.
And I woke up at like 11:50 and he hadn't gotten in bed yet. He was like actually taking the girls out and then coming into bed. But something about the way I'd fallen asleep, it felt like 2 a.m. to me. Like before I looked at my phone, I was like, oh my God, it's the middle of the night.
Oh, you were like really asleep.
Like I was really asleep and I was like disoriented, like looking for my phone, being like, did he fall asleep in the office? It was like 11:52. I was like, you are such a loser. Like to myself, really? I was like, get a grip.
Loser, double loser.
That was me to myself.
I just feel like that is really that's when I can get everything done, is like the late hours. How do you think I keep my house clean?
I just can't. I can't allocate my time that way.
Like I work during the day, then my kid comes home, then Mike comes home. I have to make dinner.
No, I hear you. I need to do those things in the morning.
And then like if we want to hang out and watch TV, there are some couples that don't watch like a show together.
It's weird. There are couples, no judgment, who like part ways after a meal.
Part ways? Where do they go?
Like one goes into an office. One goes like...
Yeah, like after we finish dinner, we watch a couple shows, go upstairs to go to bed. Mike will fall asleep, but he also wakes up earlier than me. And I'll have time to like fold laundry, clean.
No, I hear you. I can't ever... It's not my natural rhythm. Like I'll just have to move my time earlier in the morning. That is when I'm the most
Earlier in the morning.
like get up at like 6. Like if I have shit I need to do around the house. Like I don't function. Like think of me like a little robot. Like I'm just, my battery's dying. Yeah. Like I don't function after 10.
Okay. If you had to change my name legally, what would it be?
Princess Consuelo Banana Hammock.
Good one. I'd change yours to Job.
Oh my God, no.
Why? That's all I call you.
You want me to, you think I have trouble now?
And sometimes I accidentally like almost say to Jack, Auntie Job.
Don't start that. It'll never stop. I don't want to change your name.
Oh, okay.
I don't love change, so I don't want to change your name.
If you could ban one thing from my wardrobe forever, what would it be?
Oh, interesting. I don't think anything.
Nothing? What about from my home?
Oh, your home. Well, your home is a different.
That's a different tale.
I think you got rid of it for a long time. That table, the end table next to your couch, really bugged me. But you got rid of it like eons ago, when your couch wasn't up against the wall.
Oh, I know you hated that thing.
You didn't see it. It didn't serve a purpose. It just meant the couch had to be further over.
Okay.
I voiced my concerns, but they fell on
I'm
deaf.
sorry, I had to have something to put a lamp on there.
They fell down on deaf ears. It did disappear like 2 years ago.
That's gone.
Yeah.
That's what you'd get rid of?
From your home, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, you're looking to get new dining chairs because both of our dining chairs are death traps.
Yeah. Torture chamber chairs.
Beautiful, not comfortable and dangerous.
You, I think you know what I'm going to say.
Is it clothing or my home?
Your home. Clothing, I don't care.
Oh, I don't know. On the edge of my seat.
It's the 3 photos that you have.
Oh my fucking God, I do know.
They are hung like vertically down in a line, and they begin 1 inch from the ceiling.
They don't. And then after this, we're going to get a tape measure.
And no, I feel like we should maybe post it.
They're not at the ceiling.
They need to move down.
They're not moving down. They were such a bitch to hang.
If you would have listened to me 2 years ago when I voiced this concern,
What would have happened 2 years ago?
then the bitch to hang would be over.
It was a bitch to hang though 2 years ago.
What if I help you?
I don't want to move them because there's holes behind them because I didn't do it the way I should have done from the beginning. And so those photos have to stay there.
But when I look, every time I come into your house, I'm like, no, with those again.
Just a couple more years we'll move and it won't be a problem anymore. Okay, I have one. It was going to be the icebreaker, but I'm just going to bring it here.
Oh, good. Okay, we'll finish it off with this.
What is something for a home that's like not even just an extra, like it's elite, it's like so not necessary? Like a wine fridge is like a small example. What's something you would add to your home if like there was no cost to it? You just get it, you request it, and it shows up. A movie theater, a putting green.
It doesn't matter. Like, does it have to go in the current home we're in?
Yeah, but you don't need space for it. It's just like, and it will appear in your next home too.
Oh, okay.
Like,
an outdoor pool.
I don't know if I would consider that bougie, but
I would actually prefer an indoor-outdoor pool.
oh, like the lanai vibe.
Yes.
That sounds expensive as hell.
Yeah.
I would like, and it's so random, especially because they don't cook, a butler pantry. So like a full-blown pantry that you go into that has tons of storage, and then also has like a butler sink in there.
That doesn't seem that bougie. A lot of houses here are having that now.
No, but it's like I just saw one on Instagram. It was like a fucking room.
Yeah.
So like your kitchen,
it's a pass-through, and it goes into like a closet.
Yeah, but it
That's
wasn't
basically like a room of everything, like a prep kitchen.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what I want. A prep kitchen.
Yeah.
It's not a butler pantry. It's a prep kitchen. They have like their fridges in there. Like their kitchen is pristine because it's literally for show.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So nice.
I was just talking about that with Gabby.
I was like, oh, I need this.
She wants that too.
Like beautiful.
I want that too, but if I were like had my own custom home building company, it would be standard that every home come with double sinks in the master.
Duh. Yeah.
I mean primary. Master's out.
Oh, right.
I just don't even understand, even if it's like a split level and it's like all the bedrooms share one bathroom upstairs, 2 sinks.
1000%.
2 sinks in the main bathroom. Minimum. Sorry.
Obviously.
A water spout above the stove for filling pots with water.
Oh, that's nice.
That doesn't feel like it's so luxurious. Like, who the fuck doesn't boil water?
Yeah.
It's like a basic kitchen necessity.
But that does feel stupid.
Why?
Why can't you just walk the pot from the sink?
Because it gets really heavy, especially if it's like a big, heavy pot. And some people's sinks are like a few steps away. And it's not that hard to just run a water line behind the wall and have a spout that comes out to fill up a pot of water.
Okay.
Those are 2 things that just feel like they're not in every home and they need to be. Gabby was saying that if she was designing a home, she would do like a room off the mudroom / kitchen. That's like a small little like family / like mom office, which I've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, I don't know whose house she saw it at, but it's like, you know, a few like built-in desks for like kids to sit and do homework.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And like a desk for you to like put, you know, like a place instead of having all that stuff in your kitchen, like
yeah.
Your junk drawer.
Yeah.
Yes, like all that stuff like off the kitchen. Okay, let's go into our first story.
Let's.
Kelly.
So sad about Kelly Clarkson.
So it was like a big week of news. Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, died this week. And on Wednesday of last week, Kelly posted that on Instagram that she would have to delay her Las Vegas shows again because her ex-husband has been ill and she needs to prioritize her family. And this was like, the rumor mill never gets it wrong because this is what I know. Like who knew that? Who leaked that info?
Bad person.
But like a few months ago, Kelly was absent from taping a bunch of shows for the Kelly Clarkson show. They had like guest hosts and then they did a bunch of reruns like in a time where it was an unplanned absence. And so people were like, she's like, you know, quitting the show. She doesn't want to do it anymore. They're doing negotiation contracts, whatever. Contract negotiations. Then her Vegas shows were postponed and people were like, something's obviously going on with Kelly. And it came out that, I don't know who said, but it took off that people think that her husband might be sick. Her ex-husband, Brandon, might be sick. And that's what's causing all these absences. But then last week, she finally posted that she would have to delay the rest of her shows because her ex-husband was sick. The following day, news broke that he had died. So he must have been like really sick. And like she was like,
she had no time.
Yeah, she probably had shows coming up like this weekend or like, and they knew he was going to pass soon. And so she had to post like, it's going to come out that he's going to go. So
might as well.
Gotta say something. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy they waited. Not that they're not entitled to say it whenever they want, but it's kind of crazy that they didn't ever make an official statement.
Well, apparently he was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago.
I saw that a long time ago, which is
post-divorce though.
But still while it was being battled out.
Yes. So he was diagnosed with cancer while they were going through the rough divorce. A couple articles I read said that that's kind of like, because even though their divorce was very heated and contentious, if you're not familiar, I'll give a little background. So Kelly and Brandon met like in the industry. He's a talent manager. And his dad was married to Reba for like 25 years.
The Reba McEntire.
The Reba. And so Reba, he like grew up with her, right?
He's 48. Yeah, he was probably in his teens when they got married.
Yeah. As his stepmom for a long time. And then he has a brother who is Reba and his dad's. Yep. So he has a half brother from Reba. And so he's in the industry. Reba's obviously
an icon.
Okay, so Brandon's dad owns a talent management company. So everyone's very well connected here. Kelly met him through that. So they got married in like 2013, and he became Kelly's manager.
I think she was represented previously by his dad or his dad's company.
Okay. And Kelly was super close with Reba.
Very close.
And then they had 2 kids together, River and Remy. River is the girl.
Yeah, River Rose, Remington, something else.
And they're both really cute. They look just like Kelly.
Super cute.
And then in like 2020, it came out that Kelly was filing for divorce. There were a lot of stories about why they were divorcing. One of which was that he had been like taking more than his cut for her talent management fees.
Shady.
Which is like, we're married. What are you doing?
Where are you taking it? To our joint bank account?
And so they had a very like public and contentious divorce. Mind you, a couple years before this, Reba and Brandon's dad split after being married forever.
A lot of
Splitsville City. So obviously this is going on. It comes out like kind of why Kelly is so angry with Blackstock. People are rallying around her. During this time, like, and it was like June of 2020, I think, when they announced they were splitting because they had gone to Montana to quarantine during COVID and were like,
we're done.
And I think she had said like, because there was more time, they had kind of sat down to look at like finances and whatever. And that's when she realized, but like they'd been arguing before that, whatever. During this, so 3 years ago, like 2 years later.
Not to disparage the dead, but stealing from your wife is the lowest form.
Yeah, not ideal.
But may he rest in peace.
So 2 years later, sounds like right at the end of their divorce talks, he gets diagnosed with cancer, which some people have said is like what kind of
pushed it along
because like they might still be
in contention
in this contentious divorce. Oh, and he also wanted to take her Montana ranch.
Bitch.
Like the home that like she built, it was like her thing, and then he
wanted it
in the divorce.
Very scrubby little hands.
But no one knew he was diagnosed with cancer until, you know, the last few months here where people were like, is he sick? Is that why Kelly's missing from all of these things? And then on August 7th, it was announced that he passed at home after a 3-year battle with cancer.
Which is so sad for the kids. And he has 2 older kids, too, from a previous marriage.
Yes, so sad. There were a lot of people being like, because when she posted, you know, there was like 24 hours where people could comment that this is why she's delaying everything and hasn't been on the show as much. And people were saying like, it's not her responsibility after he treated her like such shit. Like he's her ex-husband for a reason, blah, blah, blah. And I read a comment from someone that said like, he's her ex-husband, but he's not their children's ex-father.
Totally.
Like,
and her kids are young, and this is going to be so hard on them.
Yeah, what are they, like 9 and 7 or something?
Like 11. Yeah, it's really sad.
And I was like, of course, like this isn't like he was a dick, but
and you don't just stop caring about someone.
Right?
Like, get a whole fucking life together. I'm sure she's mourning similarly. Like, that's really sad. When you're fighting with someone, you always think you'll get to the other side of the fight, and so then for like him to die in the midst of their divorce, or at least get diagnosed with what was ultimately a terminal illness, was probably kind of a mind fuck. Like, we got to put this to bed and move on because like tick tick.
Yeah, she was probably like, okay, I guess take the ranch.
Yeah. Ugh, gross. So sad.
But so sad. And especially when like she is such a public figure because she has a talk show that's on every day.
Right. People like really feel connected to her.
So like it's like, you know, Oprah. I mean, not to compare Kelly Clarkson to Oprah, but like you just felt like you knew more about her because she was on TV all the time. It's not like this elusive celebrity.
Right.
Like she's like there on TV every day. And so
because she started on American Idol, I think people feel really connected to her.
Like she's more normal.
Yeah, like she's America's like first American Idol.
Yes.
Ugh, so sad.
So sad.
It's really sad. And And to double down on this horrible news of someone dying of cancer way too young, we have...
Did we say how old he was?
48.
Yeah,
I don't know if
48.
we said it, but 48,
So
which is
sad.
so sad. We have just a genius. RFK Jr. has defunded a lot of the mRNA vaccine research. So a lot of that research is obviously what allowed us to get the COVID vaccine so quickly, which people him and haw about today, and people didn't get it, and anti-vax, and really kind of spearheaded this anti-vax movement. But it also, that sort of research I was reading, gives a lot of insight to cancer research. Like some of those projects uncover information that they use to treat different forms of cancer. And so it's dumb. I mean, everything he does is pretty dumb. But most experts are pretty united on the fact that defunding these projects is going to have huge repercussions, not only in the vaccine sphere, but across research that's being done for life-saving measures.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am on board for some of the stuff he's doing, like removing chemicals from food.
Absolutely.
But I feel like that's kind of maybe where it ends.
That's like the small piece of it. So Chris Meekins, who's a top biodefense official in the first Trump administration, said that this endangers national security of the U.S. and could put the U.S. at a strategic national security disadvantage and would be a significant threat to the national security of the United States.
What does this have to do with national security?
Just because we aren't as guarded against
Illness. Oh. Well, that's not good.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just hoping we can keep getting vaccines at this rate.
I feel like if we got rid of vaccines entirely, has RFK Jr. not had any vaccines? Like, is that a vaccineless man?
I don't think so. I can't imagine.
What makes his voice sound like that? He thinks maybe it was from a vaccine.
Maybe remember, didn't he say like a worm ate his brain or something?
What?
Have you not heard that?
No.
Oh my God, hold on. In 2010, he was experiencing memory loss and mental fogginess so severe that he was concerned he had a brain tumor. He consulted several of the country's top neurologists, and they noticed a dark spot in his brain scans and concluded that he did have a tumor. In 2012, he was scheduled for procedure at Duke University, and it was determined that it was not a tumor, but a parasite, and he now says that it was a dead worm in his brain.
How'd it get in there?
Unclear.
Wow.
Which, like, maybe he did, but is this man qualified to be in charge?
And that is why his voice sounds that way?
No, I have no clue if that's attached to that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he's dumb. I did actually see something that said like they were treating some form of like breast cancer cells with a certain kind of bee, and that the bee sting, like the bees stinging the cells, like the venom killed 100% of the cells.
That's interesting.
In positive cancer research news.
Wow, I'd be so fucked.
I don't think they actually bring a bee to sting you. I think by the time it gets somewhere.
Oh, good. I mean, I'd want this treatment, God forbid, a million times. For those listening, I'm allergic to bees.
Oh my gosh. Are you even allergic anymore?
The only way to know would be to get stung by a bee.
Okay, well just bring your EpiPen and try, and then you can enough with this.
I don't really want to. I actually don't freak out around bees. Half the time I don't even have an EpiPen. Of all the things that freak me out and all my hypochondria, my bee allergy is not something that tracks for me.
You're right.
I don't know why. It should more so, because the times I've been stung, my throat is closed.
Has it closed?
It's become quite touch and... I mean, I'm not going to die, but like, I've been like, okay, we should
call it.
onboard some Benadryl and move ourselves.
Interesting.
But I haven't been stung in like 12 years.
Do you want to hear, as a pivot from cancer news?
Yeah. Anything else, please?
Do you want to hear a trend that's starting in big cities everywhere?
Yeah, I love trends.
Specifically Chicago. So co-living buildings. I want to know how you feel about this.
What is a co-living building?
I'll tell you. Co-living buildings, there's only a couple of them in the city so far. Apparently they're both in Printers Row, which like...
Random.
If you're going to try something out, have it be in Printers Row. There's nothing else there.
It's random. Okay.
Sorry if you live in Printers Row.
We love it though.
People keep saying the South Loop is going to take off. It hasn't taken off.
It may one day.
Like, Soldier Field is there, the museum campus. Nothing? No taking off?
I honestly think it's because that shit's there.
You don't want to live near that?
No. Why the fuck would I want to live near Soldier Field where they have the biggest concerts? The traffic is crazy. They have football games all football season. It's
yeah,
congested.
like people wanting to live near Wrigley makes no sense.
Like, it makes everything gridlocked.
I just mean, like, if you live over there, you could, like, walk over. I mean, the museum campus is sort of still far.
Oh,
for
good.
walking.
You can walk over to Soldier Field where tickets on average are $400 for anything they have there.
It's just like, why hasn't the South Loop taken off?
I don't
Unless they do that. They're talking about doing, like, the Sox Park, the new.
Which would be in 100 years.
So they're buildings that just look like regular high rises. But half of the units are considered co-living apartments where tenants rent a single bedroom and share a kitchen and living room with other tenants. So it's like suite style
like a
in
dorm.
college. Yes. And rent in these buildings is often like 20 to 30% below market rate for a studio or one bedroom.
That's not enough savings for me.
Well, for some people it is to live in the city. And you do get your own bathroom.
Nope.
Really?
It's a no for me.
You don't even cook. What the fuck would you care? You'd go home and watch TV in your bed and go pee.
No, I want to have a place I can entertain. I love to have people over.
When you're living in a we weren't really entertaining at that juncture.
I'm not living in a co-living building for this reason. We were having pre-games and like people over and like we'd watch TV together. Like now.
So what, you think there's party rules there?
I think when you share a kitchen with people, you can't be like, I'm having a pre-game tonight.
That's an interesting fact. We couldn't have pre-games.
Or like have
I don't think everyone has pre-games though. That seems like a problem unique to us.
But like have your friends over for a movie night. Have your friends over to order in pizza. Like what are you all sitting on your bed?
No, I think you hang out in the living room. Well,
But
let me look it up.
you have to be courteous then of your roommates. Like what, do you get one Saturday a month? Mostly I just don't want to be courteous of other people when I'm paying to live in the city.
Basically, it looks like you kind of share it like you would suite style. Like, it's not like there's, like, rules, like, you can't have...
No, I'm sure you can. It's just you don't want to piss off your roommates.
But you could just say, like, hey, is it okay with you guys that I have some people over tonight?
Listen, I think this is a great plan for some people. It wouldn't work for me.
I just, like, you always see, like, remember when we lived in the city and we were in that, like, Facebook group and there were always people being like, hey, looking for a roommate, like... so-and-so moved out. Like, there's always people looking for a roommate. It would just kind of take the, like, ease out of things if you didn't have to find a roommate. Like, if you could just really, like, move in somewhere, like, there's... Because a lot of people cannot afford a studio. It's so expensive.
I am pro this for some people. I am not this for me.
If you couldn't find a roommate or afford something on your own?
I would live somewhere cheaper.
You
personally.
can't possibly fathom this.
I didn't love dorm living.
Well, you lived in a really shitty dorm.
No, okay, we're not going to go down this path.
I'm sorry you picked like the most old mold infested dorm.
It was where
Didn't
all
it
the
have asbestos?
Eventually it did, but it's where all of the freshmen lived. But what I will say to you is I don't want to like impose on other people. So I would constantly in my own home that I'm paying for feel like I can't use the kitchen if someone else is in there, like use the living room. And I like to have people over and I like to be social even at that phase, even though I wasn't like quote entertaining. I'd like have people over for Chinese multiple nights a week. And that shit gets annoying to people who one don't know you and want to also have people over.
I just feel like we lived like this in the sorority. We lived like this in apartments.
Yes, for that phase of life, and then it ended.
I think this is for these people who are like post grad, want to live in the city.
Enjoy. I think you should.
I think if you're like a 40-year-old person living here, it's not for you.
No,
if you're listening.
No, I think you should enjoy it at that phase. I was not interested in that.
It does seem like a smart solution, though. 20 to 30% reduction in rent doesn't really seem like enough.
That's
you're
where
only
I'm
getting like a quarter of the apartment.
So I'm paying 20% less, but I have a room, or I
Yeah.
could have an apartment for 20% more. It's not mathing for me.
And then you have to live in Printer's Row.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this. But thank you for bringing it to my desk.
But there are a lot of people who like want to move to the city. They just don't have like a roommate who they would live with.
And they should enjoy this co-living.
And this is like an idea for that rather than like, oh, a friend of a friend is looking for a roommate. And then it turns out that they're like
I'd rather live with the friend.
cooking
of the friend.
cats.
I don't know about that. Usually a friend of a friend's a pretty close connection. If you have a friend of a friend cooking cats, your friend might be cooking cats.
Sounds like your friend is cooking cats.
Like, I feel like friend of a friend, Jesus.
Okay.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Just something to noodle on. Okay, do you want to do a dilemma?
Yeah.
So this is, I know that we have a bunch to get to, but this one was one that I saw in a group and I just had to bring it to you.
Okay.
It warranted a ton of responses.
Great.
And I wanted to know what you were thinking. Well, I know your position, but like...
You want me to share with the world?
No, just like if you are open-minded about it.
Let's see.
So this girl posted in this group and said she's recently gotten into a fight with her family because she's due with her son in a couple weeks, and she has 2 siblings, doesn't say brothers or sisters, whatever, but she has 2 siblings who already have kids, so it's not her parents' like first rodeo as grandparents, whatever, and everyone is giving her advice on how to do, what to do, etc. And she was saying how long she thinks she'll be staying in the hospital for, and she said that she is a little more granola than her family is, how she was raised, but her husband and his family are a little more granola, and she just has taken to that style of life.
Okay.
And she was talking about how long she wants to stay in the hospital for, and she's like, I don't think we'll have to stay that long, so hopefully we'll be home by whatever. And her sister said it really depends on when the baby can come and can be circumcised, because you have to like have that happen and then be cleared to go home. And she said, we're actually not going to circumcise, as if it was sort of a
antiquated,
like, some people do, some people don't.
Right.
And she said her family looked at her like she had 10 heads.
That is curious.
And she went and asked her OB about it. And her OB said that data from the U.S. says that 60% of babies born last year were circumcised and 40% were not.
That's probably true.
60-40? I would think 90-10.
I mean, I would have thought 70-30, just because you can always, and like the granola movement is getting a lot of traction.
So she posted in this group a poll saying, like, is your baby circumcised or not? There were 1,000 votes.
Okay.
Which is a ton.
Yeah.
90%, actually, sorry, 901 of the 1,000 said that their baby's circumcised.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is interesting. And so she said, do you think this is something that, like, my son is going to be made fun of for in the locker room? Like, she said her husband is not circumcised. And honky-dory.
All is well. That's so interesting.
Let me read you a couple of the comments before you give your thoughts.
Please.
She said, I do think it's a cosmetic procedure and absolutely doesn't have to be done. Does seem like more of an American thing, but, and I'm not saying this should be anyone else's deciding factor at all, but my thinking was most people I know are circumcised. And I also remember in middle school, I knew exactly which boy, yes, at the age of 13, was not circumcised, and they definitely got picked on. And then someone else here wrote, I do believe that's shifting, though, and it's going to be the opposite for future generations. It's becoming kind of taboo to be circumcised, in my circle at least. In my state, it's hard to find a hospital that will do it these days, too.
What state?
They require it to be outpatient because it's a cosmetic surgery that you can't do at birth. And someone said, what state are you in? I've never met someone who wasn't circumcised. And this person said, I'm in Colorado and I also work in insurance, so I know what the claims look like. They all come in as cosmetics claims and they won't be approved in the state of Colorado. And this person wrote, that totally makes sense. I live in Colorado and I feel like nobody here does it.
Well, you guys hike a lot.
So apparently people in Colorado are not circumcised, which is definitely something to know, just if you're going there.
Important information.
Just if you are going there. This person wrote, I almost didn't because the doctor performed it. The doctor that pitched it to us said it really is 100% cosmetic and not necessary. And said it's not really based on religion, but it is more of an American thing these days. And this person said, you must live in a heavily Jewish area if you think that circumcision is normal.
It's American. And it's also...
This person wrote, specifically in this group, which this group is just like obviously full of uncircumcised people from Colorado, but nonetheless, she wrote, you're going to see a ton of circumcised votes in this group specifically because I know there's a very heavy Jewish community here. And it's a religious thing for them to do it. So this poll is really inaccurate. It's really significantly shifting. It's going to be considered taboo. What this person has like some sort of weird anti-circumcision boner. Like this is someone else, but you need to get a life.
Okay, I feel like I've got a good gauge of what these people are saying.
This person, I've worked in the there's just different states, so I wanted to.
Okay, go ahead.
I've worked in the NICU for 10 years in Texas. In my opinion, we're seeing more families opting out these days. This person, my pediatrician here in California, says it's switching to 50-50.
Why are we like predicting the percentages of circumcision? Like this feels like more of the anti-vax thing, like not as dramatic, obviously, because your baby's body, like whatever. It was begun for medical reasons. It wasn't begun as like a cosmetic thing. It was started because it reduced the risk of urinary tract infections and infections in general. And then as they got older, like STIs and just being like cognizant of cleanliness.
Yes, this girl also said that. She said not super significant, but there is a higher risk in uncircumcised men for infection, especially in older age, penile cancer, STD, STI.
Yep.
So there's no reason not to do it.
Yeah. So it was just a preventative way to, obviously not to say that if you aren't circumcised, you're going to have these things. But I think when you hear as a parent, like this will reduce the risk of these things, I feel like it's a no-brainer. When it's done at such a young age, they're not going to remember it. It's a common practice. It's done all the time. I feel like people now are just like trying to find bullshit to like, I don't even know what the word is, like be holistic in ways that it's like that woman in a more extreme case, that woman who passed away from cancer. I can't remember her name now. She was a singer and she had like foregone cancer treatment because she didn't want the poison of the chemo in her body and then ultimately died.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand we want to be holistic in ways that are meaningful and are going to make sure we're healthier. But sometimes you just got to like bite the bullet and do the thing. You got to get the vaccine. You got to have your kids circumcised just to give them the best opportunity to be healthy. Like, why?
I mean, this thing's from the Cedars-Sinai page on deciding the pros on deciding on circumcising or not. The pros listed are avoiding surgical risks and pain, okay, preserving natural anatomy, and potentially allowing the child to make their own decision later in life.
Yeah, it's because lots of 30-year-old men get circumcised.
Those are the pros. I just feel like
I think it's insane. And honestly, I don't think you should ever make a parenting choice.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, I just Googled this.
Yeah.
There's this little sign that you can put on your baby's little, those like clear beds.
Yeah.
When they're in the hospital.
Yeah.
What are those called? Containers?
It's not an incubator because it doesn't have a light. I don't know. Bassinet, hospital bassinet.
Little clear bed.
Yeah.
There's this sign that you can put on that says, "Do not circumcise, do not retract. This lucky baby is staying intact. Please do not ask if we are cutting our baby's genitals. Caring for an infant's intact penis is simple. We plan to not circumcise and we do not want to be asked about it."
Okay, weirdo.
From yourwholebaby.org.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is really crazy. I truly thought everyone other than like the Duggars was circumcised.
I hate when people do this shit. I don't think you should ever make a parenting decision based on if your kid's going to get made fun of for something. But I do think it is still fucking weird to not be circumcised. And like your son is going to be in locker rooms. So on top of all of the other health related information, just circumcise them. Why do you want to make them stand out?
I don't really know why it's even a topic of
debate,
conversation. Like it didn't seem like something I even like considered. That's just what peens are.
The flip side, I will
Teens
say,
are circumcised.
there are places in Africa, which is horrible, who circumcise women, and that is mutilation. So maybe
as
these
babies.
Um,
What? That doesn't sound right.
I don't know when they do it. I'm not well versed.
Is that a punishment, or
I'm way out of my depth on this. But like maybe they feel like it's. I know people who are anti-circumcision feel like it's like mutilation. I just do not align with their belief system.
Well, if you want more info on it, please go to wholebaby.org.
Yeah, so like female circumcision or female mutilation has no health benefits and actually can lead to severe and long-lasting physical and psychological problems. So that's why you don't do that.
Well, yeah, no one is talking about that. Luckily. That's fucked up.
And they do it anytime between infancy and 15.
15?
Mm-hmm. It's carried out on girls as young as 7 to 8 days old, up to 15 years old, and the highest prevalence is in sub-Saharan African countries. Yeah, it's a no-brainer for me on men, though. Or babies. Baby boys.
Anyone with a peen in general.
I'm sorry, who else would have them?
No, you're just saying babies.
Oh, I was like...
Just people with peens.
I was like, yeah, I guess.
Dicks at all. Should I make a little sign for...
Half baby. Halfbaby.org.
Just a 99% baby.
Please ask us about circumcision. We are planning to circumcise.
I'll make a little poem out of it. It'll say,
hello.
Do you see my baby laying here? Have no fear. We do want you to circumcise. Can you see the fear in his eyes?
No, I was
thinking about having an uncircumcised peen. That's a nightmare, not a dream.
That's good. I was going to rhyme it with French fries.
Oh.
So yours is better.
We'll go get French fries after you circumcise? Yeah. Do you see my baby laying here? We want to circumcise him, please. If you are opposed to this...
Bye.
Yeah, I'll think of something, but can you imagine needing to like come in with a sign?
I mean... Also, like, the sign's a bit dramatic. They ask you. No one takes your baby and performs procedures on them without your...
Well, these people are like, don't ask us. We don't want it. Like, sorry, you want your kid to have a dirty dick.
That's really what it is.
You want your kids to have a dirty dick. And
no vaccines. Those people, the Venn diagram of those people, it's not a Venn diagram. It's two circles on top of each other.
It's just a total 100% overlap. And it's a black hole of despair.
Yeah. Oh, people are so weird.
Well, you noodle on that.
I will. I'll noodle. I'll call you later.
Call you later. Love ya.
Love ya. Bye.